Hey there, this is MP Lum from TeamMP.net. Today I'm bringing you a dual commentary with MP Trez. So Trez, could you give us a brief introduction of how or what you do on YouTube?
Well, I like to do a variety of things on YouTube. I first started out doing straight up gameplays and didn't get into commentaries until Reflex came out. I've been doing it for probably 3 or 4 months. But I like to do all kinds of stuff. I like to do montage, like to do commentaries, and I don't know, bring a variety of things, keep things interesting.
Okay. And where did you get your name, Trez?
It's actually short for Trez, which is a song by the Mars Volta. And when we used to play on TeamSpeak, I needed a better name to go by because that was just too hard to work out when we were doing call-outs and stuff when we were on TeamSpeak. So I decided to go with that since it's quicker.
Okay. And when did you get started with gaming?
Well, my family had an Apple IIe long time ago, and I remember playing track and field, the classic track and field game, and so that's how I got started. And a friend of mine got a Nintendo, and so that was my first console gaming experience, was with the not Super Nintendo, the regular NES. And we eventually got one at our house too. And I didn't have another Nintendo until the 64. And I was a big fan of GoldenEye. And so that was my gateway game into first-person shooters. And I've been a first-person shooter fan ever since.
Okay. And when did you get into the Call of Duty series?
With World at War, actually. I wanted to get an online shooter, and I never got into Medal of Honor. I know that you've played that before, right?
I haven't, but I've watched my husband play it a lot.
Yeah. I never got into that one, but I did get into World at War, and that was a pretty good game. That's how I met up with Team MP through the Activision forums.
I think that's what I was going to ask the next question, is how you got involved with Team MP.
Yeah, I met up with, I consider myself one of the original Team MP members. And I saw Otter, which is your husband, the founder of Team MP. I saw his post on the Activision forums and thought it was a great idea, so decided to go for it, and it was a great decision.
Okay, alright. And what are some of the best things about being involved with Team MP and gaming with Team MP for you?
Definitely, when we're in game, it definitely has to be the fair play aspect that we have in our gaming. No hacks, no cheats. And we've got a variety of different game styles that people bring to the table. So I think everybody complements each other really well as a team. And as for our community online, on our forums and stuff, we just got a great variety of different topics that we can talk about online, whether it be strategies for gaming or strategies for parenting, just random funny topics, all kinds of stuff. It's really a great community that we have at Team MP.
Well, I definitely agree with you. So, back to Call of Duty, what would you say your favorite game mode is in Call of Duty?
My favorite game mode would probably have to be Domination for now. When I first started playing Reflex, it was Well, actually, when I first started playing Call of Duty, it was all hardcore team deathmatch. That's what we were played predominantly when we were on World at War. You actually didn't have much of a variety to choose from on World at War, but we chose hardcore. And when I started playing this Reflex, I started off with Search and Destroy. I wanted to take a tactical approach to this game, and my commentaries as well. But now I'm thinking Domination is my favorite since I started sniping more often. It's kind of a easy way to pick up snipes because everybody is in a general vicinity. They aren't spread out all over the map. It's easier to predict where people are.
Yeah. What other strategies would you use in Domination besides sniping?
I would have to say that the spawn traps, only capturing 2 flags, and because then you have a better idea of where the enemy team is going to spawn, and you can either trap them there or overcome their position pretty easily. A lot of people suggest to do the spawn trap, but it just takes that one random person on your team that doesn't know what's going on to make the spawns flip.
Yeah.
Like what just happened right there.
Okay, and do you have a favorite gun in Call of Duty?
My favorite gun would have to be the MP5. I consider myself a rusher, and it's the best weapon that I've found to rush with that suits my play style. And I also like the AK-47. That's probably my favorite assault rifle. And right now my favorite sniper rifle would have to be the Barrett 50 cal. I don't really care for the LMGs at all. I've never been very good with those.
And do you have any favorite perks?
Claymores, definitely. They're just a great defensive perk. And they're especially nice in Search and Destroy because they still stay around after you die, so you can pick up those kills after your death, which are really nice. In fact, I won a match the other day with one of my Claymores, which was awesome, after I died.
And so you've played 2 Call of Duty games. Do you have a favorite out of those 2, or?
I'd have to say Reflex. I just love the variety in game modes. Love the weapons. I really like the maps. It's just Modern Warfare is just a classic game.
Yeah. Well, it definitely has more variety, like you said. Then.
Yeah.
Okay, and back to YouTube. How did you get started on YouTube?
Well, it's kind of funny because you were talking about how I inspired you to start uploading. It was actually Otter, your husband and the founder of Team MP, that got me interested in uploading to YouTube, because there was this, way back in the day, there was a Plays of the Week for Modern Warfare, or not, I'm sorry. Ooh, picked up a double spray there. Oh, for World at War. And I actually found the video on YouTube earlier. And if you search Wii Plays of the Week 1, it'll come up. And actually Otter was featured in that. He wasn't one of the people that got the kills, but he was one of the victims. He was the victim of the number 5 top play, actually. And I started thinking to myself, I could do that. I could upload. I had a DVD recorder, and it would be a great way to just have some fun and to get the Team MP name out there. So that's how I got started doing YouTube videos.
Okay, and you did a video about your setup. I was just wondering if you could just briefly go over your setup.
Yeah, sure. I use a DVD recorder. I had a DVD recorder for the longest time, and I just decided one day to plug my Wii into the back of it and see if I could record, and sure enough, it worked. And so I record to DVD, I import onto my computer, and then do my editing either on my computer, and I also have an iPhone that I have some programs that I use to edit on my phone, which is neat because if I'm just, just hanging out, watching TV or something, I can do some quick edits, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is pretty cool. And I know you asked me this question when you interviewed me. How large are your files that you upload to YouTube?
When I start out, hold on, let me take a drink. When I start out, they're over a gigabyte, and after I edit them and get the ratios and everything, they end up being about, I'd say 500 to 800 megabytes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're pretty good sized.
Yeah.
And was there anything else that you wanted to add?
No. I want to add that was a pretty good match. I'm glad that worked out for us.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, make sure you stop by and visit Trez's YouTube channel if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching.